record to the cloud. And something that and we're going to begin seated. It doesn't matter how you're seated, but I wanted to share with you. I've got some flowers. See, look how pretty they are. Yeah, got some nice flowers for us today because it's the season of flowers and the fire elements and just this ability to connect with our heart, to connect with our purpose. And so it's such a nice time. So go ahead and just have a seat. Have a seat however you like. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me turn my music on. I always love my tunes. Got Mystical Spirals. You don't want to miss that one. It's a good one. And I'm filled with zingers. It's just that kind of day. I'm filled with zingers. And so finding a seat and feeling nice and tall, feeling a tall spine. You might rock a little bit from side to side and from front to back. And now today I've been thinking a lot, and I did a little class with some different mudras, and mudras are hand positions that encourage the flow of energy. And I really liked these ones, and so these are ones that I think that since all of us who enjoy this class, we're familiar with our Qigong practice. I don't feel the need to explain too much about what Qigong is. So I'd like to practice a few different mudras to start before we stand up, and I really liked them. And so start actually by rubbing your hands together. Rub your hands together. You might even massage your hands. And many of us, we use our hands for so many things. And I know several people who have arthritis, or even in your wrist, if you have any issues with your wrist, with your palms, just giving yourself a little massage through your hands. And our hands really express our hearts. Our hands express what our hearts have to say, and we use our hands to comfort others. You meet someone, you extend a hand to shake their hand, or you embrace someone, you might pat them on the back. And so your hands are really these beautiful healing vessels. Interlace your fingers and kind of move your wrists. I think of this as being little piston elbows, doing some little piston elbows, go one direction, go the other. Let your wrists be relaxed. And the meridians for the fire element being embodied by our season of summer. It's the heart is an organ, the small intestine. So the heart's sort of the emperor, and the small intestine is the royal food taster, kind of deciding what information, what to take in. The pericardium, so the sac that surrounds the heart, which is also known as the heart protector. And then the triple burner system, which is something that's not an organ like we think of. It's not something that we really have in Western medicine, but it's, I think of it sometimes as our endocrine system. It's our endocrine fire. It's our heating and cooling system of the body as well, broken down into different energy centers. And I want to just rub up your arm. I'm just kind of rubbing. There are many different places that can feel nice to rub, and you're not looking for anything specific. There's no specific acupressure point that we're looking for. I just encourage you to kind of give your arms some love. And breathe as you do, and the meridians, so the channels of energy for the fire element, for all of those exciting organs I mentioned, run up and down your arms. We go to the other hand. You can give yourself a little massage on your wrist. You can rub to your forearm, under your elbow, maybe coming up to your upper arm, to your shoulder. You can rub up and down, longer strokes. You can find little places that feel nice. It's so helpful for us to use our healing hands to assist with our own well-being, with our own sense of well-being. And now you're going to take your nice charged hands and we're going to bring your right hand to your belly, to your lower dantian. That's one of the triple burner systems, one of the energy centers, one of the dantians. And let your left hand hold on to the back of your right hand. So we do this oftentimes when we're standing, kind of bringing your hands to your low dantian and breathing. And this is a way to center, to draw your energy down into the lower energy center, to feel more grounded, to encourage scattered chi. And when we feel like we're all over the place, to make its way down to this central place where it can be more processed and redistributed where it needs to go for your well-being. Another way to look at this hand posture, which I think is kind of lovely, is that your right hand is like the earth. Your right hand is the earth. It's you and the earth. And your left hand on top of your right hand is the universe holding the earth. So breathing here, just noticing your breath, maybe relaxing places that are a little tense. Maybe your shoulders need to release a little, your jaw can relax and soften, your eyes can soften. We're just being here for a moment. And again, mudras being hand positions that encourage the flow of your energy. We're going to do a movement that encourages the strengthening of your aura. Think of it as your electromagnetic field. And your electromagnetic field extends from your heart further than it does from any place in your body. Well, let your palms face up. You still have that cup, one hand cupping the other. And now you're going to reach your arms up overhead, kind of like a ballerina. And you might look up and then let your arms float back down, and your palms are going to face up as the backs of your hands rest on your legs. Take a deep breath and let it go. Let's do that again. Kind of fortifying the aura, letting your left hand hold your right hand, the universe holding the earth, and like a ballerina, reaching your arms up. Maybe you look up and slowly let your arms release, and the backs of your hands are going to come back down to the tops of your legs. Soften, relax. Kind of a repetitive movement. We're going to do it one more time, but it's nice to have this pause in it. I like it. We'll do it one more time. Having your hands stacked, strengthening your aura, and releasing your arms down. Palms face up as the backs of your hands rest on your legs. Find a smile, smiling. Oh, so good for your heart. Well, this next one is kind of fun. You're going to have your one hand, doesn't matter because we'll do it with both hands. You're going to have one hand high, one hand low. And you're kind of playing like you're a little sea creature, kind of these seaweed hands. And you're moving your hands through the ocean. Yeah, little seaweed hands. And then this is going to be a mudra that you recognize from like when you see different saints, you'll see them, the statues made, they're doing this mudra, Kuan Yin and Jesus or Mary, you'll see this movement with the hands. So now take one hand and face it out, and the other hand comes down to your lap with your palm facing up. Protection and assurance, this mudra is. Protection and assurance. And just breathe. Now we'll find again those seaweed hands and wrists, just playing in the seaweed, playing around. Breathing, letting your fingers be light, using your healing hands to make these gestures that the movements themselves don't matter as much as the intention behind them, as you're just imagining this idea of you're offering that gesture of protection and assurance. And so now taking the other hand and facing it up, and your hand comes to rest, protection and assurance. Because you're just like all of those wonderful beings that have come to Earth to assist humanity. And breathing. And now let's let both hands face out, facing the truth. I know, right? Facing the truth. Isn't that a funny thing to do? Just facing it without fear, because you've strengthened your aura. You have protection and assurance. You can face the truth. Working with that sense of honesty with ourselves and generosity, compassion towards ourselves as well. Now we're going to take one hand, keep it facing out, and the other hand comes in front of your heart, and you're just kind of moving. You're moving around in some of this stuff that might be kind of stuck around your chest, the anxieties, stuff that just needs to move. You're just kind of scooping it. Yeah, you're just scooping it and scooping it. You've got your nice gesture there of that protection and assurance, so it's safe and you face the truth. So you're able to just scoop and scoop and scoop, and then you're going to take your hand with all this scooped stuff from your heart that you just don't need, and you're going to face that hand to the ground and just release it to the earth, and it just sinks right down into the earth to that wonderful mother who just wants to take it from you. She just wants to take any of that that stuff you don't need. Take a deep breath and let it go. Your heart's a little lighter. Now we'll switch sides. Let your hand face up, and this other hand is gonna scoop through. You're just gonna scooping out any stuff you don't need. So you have this beautiful electromagnetic field in your heart. You actually have more neurons in your heart than you do in your brain. Like there's a lot going on with the heart that science is finally able to measure. Our heart is such an intelligent organ, intelligent system. Our whole body is intelligent, and you're taking the stuff that's weighing on your heart, things that are difficult to process, things that you might have been closing your heart off, that heart protector, your pericardium, it can seize up, it can tighten when we close our heart off. And so you're sort of opening because you're safe. You have this assurance and protection. You're facing the truth, and you're safe to just now take all that scoopy stuff and just let it sink into the earth beneath you. Take a deep breath and let it go. And let your hands come back down to your dantian, resting your hands so that they can be interwoven in any way that feels comfortable to you, and finding a smile and just taking a deep breath and letting it go. I love those mudras. They just make me feel happy. So now, after we've had that fun practice with our hands are very charged, they're very sensitive. I come to standing, and we're gonna work from there. So taking your time, coming up, you're gonna wanna scooch your seat so that you don't whack it at all when we're moving around. You can't see my feet, but I think you'll be okay. And you can do a bounce. Let's just bounce and just let it go. Just kind of bouncing, shaking. You can flick your fingers, shake your hands. You can do whatever feels good to you, and you're just letting it go. You've done this wonderful practice with your hands. You really charged your hands. You've been kind of opening your heart to this assurance, this protection. You've been releasing stuff that just doesn't serve you, and sighing. It's really being nice and relaxed and releasing, because here you are in this physical form. You get to enjoy your life. You really do. You get to be here for this moment in all of existence. Wow. And now cease the movement, the external movement, and feel the reverberation. Feel all of that movement, all of that energy through your body. Wow. Take a deep breath and let it go. Let your knees have a soft bend in them. Now rise and fall with your arms, lifting and lowering like you have two paintbrushes in your hands. There are two paintbrushes painting a beautiful picture. Coloring your experience as you shift your perception. Envision moving against a gentle resistance. And let your breath just be free. We're going to evolve our movement. The next time your arms come up, turn your palms to face each other and open to the horizon. And going back, and let your hands gently opening to the horizon. It's almost like you're a conductor conducting a cosmic orchestra. One more time. And your hands come down and let's smooth things out. Let your hands be like they're on little clouds and stepping in place, lifting one foot off of the ground and then gently placing it back down. Stimulating this acupressure point at the bottom of each foot, kidney 1, the bubbling wellspring, where the ball of your foot meets the arch of your foot. And this is a water element point. When we think of fire as yang energy rising, and fire, that summer solstice, which you're almost at, this just real expansive energy. And we have water, sort of a winter solstice, we can think of it, this cool, cold, kind of a deep creative force. So the two work together. Our water element is also our ancestry. It's our genetic inheritance, our DNA. Water touches everything. It's creation. It's that sense also of fear sometimes, of instincts. And fire is intuition. Fire is the purpose. It's the direction. It's where we're going. So we come here with our inheritance and we take what we want and we take what's helpful to us and we go along on our journey, moving in the direction of our spirit, of our Shen, our spirit, our heart, following your hearts. Come back to center. And bring your palms to face up in front of you. We're going to part the clouds, coming up the front of your body, turning your hands and reaching and parting the clouds. So not too different from what we were doing as we were seated. But standing, stretching the front of your body. Bringing energy upwards from the bottoms of your feet towards the crown of your head. Letting your breath do what one more time, reaching up and let your arms come down. Shake out your arms, shake out your feet, your wrists and ankles, and reinvigorate your stance, feeling nice and solid on the earth. Now open up your arms into big bear paws and find a big bear, kind of stretching your front body and then rounding forward. Let your elbows come in. So that nice extension and flexion of your spine. The front of your body, the back of your body. And breathing all. Next time you open up, reach your arms out, make yourself a big star, and give yourself a big hug. Wrap your arms around. Let your chin come towards your chest, and you might even rock a little bit. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades, the back of your heart. We don't think too much about our back body. It's just not something we see. And Our eyes are sensory bullies. They're always taking charge, but so much more is happening within your whole being than just what you can see with your eyes. Open yourself back up like a big star and give yourself a hug with the other arm on top if you can remember which one it was. And give yourself a snuggle. And breathe into the space between your shoulder blades, the back of your heart. Find a smile in there. Take a deep breath and let it go. Open back up. Let your arms come down. Shake out your arms, shake out your feet, move your wrists and ankles. And we're going to come into a bow stance. Just like turning in one direction a little bit. It's a way that you feel that you still feel nice and solid. You can bring your hands to your dantian and try to bend a little into your front leg and your back leg. Just noticing maybe your feet come closer together if that feels more solid, or further apart if that feels better. So you're just establishing that sense of being supported and being able to move, and your movement comes from the bottoms of your feet all the way up your legs to your dantian, up into your heart, and it's going to move through your hands. Bring your hands out in front of you, and you're going to push and open up, pushing through grass. Seeing if your fingers can soften and if your spine can stay long. Finding softness within your structure. Easily maneuvering through tall grasses. Moving in the direction of your heart, the direction of your fire, of your purpose, your joy. That sense of timing. Once more, pushing out, and then lower your hands down. Let them return to your dantian and make your way back to center. Feeling rooted through the bottoms of your feet, shifting around. We're going to gather chi, reaching behind you, drawing in everything that is helpful and useful to you. Moving against gentle resistance. Bring your hands back to your dantian. Take a deep breath and let it go. And let's move to the other side of our bow stance. Turning the other direction, shifting your weight from front to back, and deciding how best to feel nice and solid and supported, keeping your tall spine. And then as you're ready, the movement makes its way from the bottoms of your feet up your legs through your dantian all the way up to your heart and is expressed through your hands as you push through grass. And finding softness in your structure. Next time you push out, lower your hands down and return them to your dantian, making your way back to center. And take a deep breath and let it go. Let's pat the dantian. Just giving yourself a nice gentle pat. Encouraging that flow of energy getting into your hip flexors, going to your sacrum. And then maybe even taking loose fists up towards your kidney, adrenal line. And tapping and patting have a really profound effect on our nervous system. Really come back to front and down and up your legs. It might feel kind of fun to fold forward, just going as far as feels good, going multiple times. Up and down your legs. And patting and tapping encourage our innate healing response. And they really help us to diffuse some of that excess kind of stress hormone experience that we have, helping us to diffuse it, helping us to let go of it. That's something that shaking does too. That's why I always like to shake. It really helps you to release tension that might be pretty deep. Coming back up. And then just gently pat your belly. Hello, belly. Let your belly relax. You're going to take your little fingertips and tap your little ribs. And we're going to tap up your sternum. So coming up to your sternum. And then all over your chest, whatever feels good. Just giving it a nice tap. Nice. Sighing, releasing, maybe even humming. Tap your head. Take your little tap dancing fingers to the top of your head. Just let go. Oh, anything that's stuck, let it go. Tap the area between your eyebrows, calm the spirit points. And tap the sides of your head. Gallbladder meridian, decision making. Mine's always really tender. And I feel like I'm a good decision maker. We don't know why. We just tap it and then it helps. I find that I think that this kind of practice is something that has really resonated with me. I just really like it. Ah, and then take your little tap dancey hands and bring them back to your dantian and just feel the reverberation of your hands and kind of that tapping through your body. And imagine this just really even balanced flow of energy. Sometimes I kind of see it like a little diagram where there's little arrows kind of going up and around in different places, and that it's all flowing exactly as it should, like some kind of a reductionist diagram of a process. But it's an interesting way to think of it. I don't know. It's just everything's flowing nicely. Your energy is balanced, your aura, your electromagnetic field is balanced, your interface with the world around you, your heart is a bit more open. Well, feeling very good where you are. And take a deep breath and let go. Bring down the heavens. Let your palms face out, reaching up. And then gathering, drawing in everything that is helpful and useful to you, sinking it down. One more time, reaching and gathering and drawing in, and digesting, absorbing all that's helpful and letting go of anything you do not need. And bring a hand to your belly and a hand to your heart. Feel your breath, feel your heartbeat. Oh, the wonder of your aliveness. Here you are. Offer yourself kindness, compassion, and peace, and love. Thank you so much for your practice today. It's just an honor to be with you. And I hope you have a really lovely day. I'll hit my stop record button.